So as well as adding or downloading images for your own use, you may want to share them with members of your team or clients for approval, or if you are wanting perhaps a document proofread, then you can send them to your proofreader, and you can do that all from within Canva without having to download it and then send it and then get it sent back and then upload it. So you can do this all in fairly easy steps. What you would want to do is go to the left hand menu first and add your team members. So you'd probably want to add anybody that you're working with that would also maybe want to see your images, so perhaps your boss or your colleagues on a project. So I'm going to just add myself to Manny's account. I've checked, he's okay with it, and I've spelled that wrong. So I would want to add myself as a member of his team rather than an administrator of his team. And I'll just send that invitation, and you can actually send up to 3,000 people in your team, so you're fine. And there's really, it's unlikely you're going to need all 3,000 of them. And you can check below who you have invited. So you've invited me, and obviously there's Manny as the owner of the account. Next up, you would check your shared with you folder. Now, Manny doesn't have any images that have been shared with him, but anything that comes back, so if you sent an image to a colleague for them to edit or for them to check over and they'd made any changes, they might send it back with any changes made, and it would appear here for you. And then if you go into all of your designs, if we click into one of your folders, now we're not making any edits here, so we're just going to get rid of this menu here with all the templates. And this is how we would share these images with any colleagues. So you can share from here. Once people are members of your team, they'll kind of automatically start dropping down as you start to type. So I'm not a member of the team yet, so I'm going to put it here. Have I done it again? I have done it again. Double E, yeah. Nope, .co.uk. And then you can invite people to edit, so they've got editing rights, so they can make changes if they want to, or they can just view. So if you were submitting something for approval, then you would just send to view, and you would send that invite there and then. Your design was shared, and then you can invite people to your team that haven't been shared. And if you want to send it to lots of people, what you would do, here we go, I've invited myself again, and you would just separate the email addresses with commas, or you could invite them individually, it's up to you. You'll see at the bottom as well that you can also share a link. So instead of sending a separate email about these images, you might want to just include that you've made some changes to the images, or you've completed the images into the bottom of an email where you're speaking to them anyway. And you can share a link where they can edit or they can view for the same reasons as above. And then next to that, you would just copy the link. And once it says copied, you're okay. And then I'm just going to quickly come out of, I'm going to log out of Canva, sign out, and open up another menu. And I'm just going to show you what they will see. I never use Firefox. This is the image they would see. So they'll see your flowers, your fireworks, and your castle. And then they can log into their Canva account. If you've given them editing rights, they'll be able to edit. If not, then they'll just see it in their shared with you folder. So, happy sharing!